Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. When you think of the first public schools in America, what comes to mind? Maybe those classic one-room schoolhouses with kids of all ages learning together? Most of us probably picture the Puritans in New England, establishing schools to teach children how to read the Bible. And while that's part of the story, it's not the whole story. The real origin of America's public school system is a bit more complex, and frankly, way more interesting. Let's rewind to the early 1600s, long before the United States was even a country. In 1647, the Massachusetts Bay Colony passed a law often called the Old Deluder-Satan Act. It sounds intense, right? The idea was that if children could read, they could study the scriptures for themselves, and wouldn't be tricked by that old deluder, Satan. This law required towns with 50 or more families to hire a teacher, and towns with 100 or more to establish a grammar school. These were the seeds of public education, but they weren't public in the way we think of them today. They were mostly for boys, and their primary goal was religious instruction, not creating well-rounded citizens. Now let's jump forward to the early 19th century. This is where the story gets a major twist with a man named Horace Mann. As the secretary of the Massachusetts Board of Education in the 1830s, Mann saw a rapidly changing America. Immigrants were arriving, cities were growing, and social divides were widening. He believed that a common school, open to all children, regardless of their background, was the only way to create a stable, democratic society. He championed the idea that education should be paid for by the public, be non-sectarian, meaning not tied to one specific religion, and be taught by professionally trained teachers. Mann traveled to Prussia, what is now Germany, and was incredibly impressed by their state-controlled school system. He brought back ideas about standardized curriculums, age-based classrooms, and compulsory attendance. This Prussian model became the blueprint for the American public school system we know today. It was designed to create disciplined, obedient workers for the new industrial economy and to assimilate diverse immigrant populations into a common American culture. So while the early Puritan schools laid some groundwork, it was really Horace Mann and the Industrial Revolution that sculpted our modern public education system. With goals that went far beyond just reading the Bible, it's a hidden history that reshaped the nation, turning schools from religious outposts into engines of social and economic change. What do you think about this shift in purpose? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into history. See you next time.